Vandami Swamiji, Vandami Namasami Swamiji.
वीतराग परमात्मा महावीर को नमन। अनंत शक्ति के स्रोत परम पूज्य गुरुदेव श्री महाश्रमण जी को नमन। ब्रदर्स एंड सिस्टर्स, our journey into Sambodhi. Sambodhi is a dialogue between Bhagwan Mahavir and Megha Kumar. And Megha Kumar was a Muni. So Muni Megh was a Prince Muni, son of Srenik Samrat. So in this dialogue, slowly, Bhagwan Mahavir imparting the whole philosophy. But in the context of philosophy, knowledge is very important. So today, know and disassociate. We have association with this whole world. We are connected. Tattvat Sutra said, Parasparopagraho Jivana. The Jeev rendering service to each other. But in the context of sansar, we can understand even material things. Our existence cannot be go ahead without matter. Matter is also important. So in this context, a person who has desired to be liberated, desired to attain the salvation, the inner bhav of mumuksha, salvation seeker, a mumuksu asks many questions. And vade jayate tattva bodham. Again and again, if you ask a question, then you have to keep patience. You have to understand properly. If there is one answer, and if you don't understand, then punarapi question after question, a chain of question. And here, Megh Muni is doing so. So, conduct bereft of knowledge and knowledge bereft of conduct is not helping us to achieve the liberation. So here, the mainly three types of question. What is knowable? Gey kya hai? And after knowing everything, what is worthless? Hey kya hai? Means we should not include in our memory or include in our own knowledge. Then, what is really important to use it for everyday life? And that is upadeya, means that we have to keep within us. So three main terms you have to register in your mind. What is gay? Gay is the whole universe is gay. We have to know each and everything. And when we know that this is right and this is wrong, so knowable is everything. And we must not forget that knowledge play a prominent role in our journey of liberation. So first point is know. And the Tattvartha Sutra, there Sudharman Swami, he requests Mahavir what to do and what not to do. And there Bhagavan Mahavir start with Buddhijjati Utteja. First know and then disassociate. So without knowing, if you don't know, might be knowing is not everything applying. Knowledge is knowledge. Some knowledge we gain from the others' experience, like some herb are poisonous. So we should not use those herbs. Some minerals are poisonous, cyanide and all these things. So we should not use. But we say, no, first I test and then I leave it. No, might be if you test, you leave the body, you leave the life. So here, no is not application. Very important thing. So knowledge is the first step. So you can gather knowledge from the books, from others' experience, from the Jnani. Why we follow Agam literature? Why we know through Bhagavan Mahavir's Vani? We say, oh, we don't have omniscient knowledge. We don't have mind reading knowledge. And we don't have other type of knowledge. So in that context, first of all, we know how we know the tattvas. What is punya? What is pap? What is jeev? What is ajeev? What is bandh? And what is moksha? And what is nirjara? All these 9 elements. So if we say, if we apply hey, gay, upadey, so upadey is useful. So if we apply on these 9 elements, jiva, we must know about jiva. We must know about a jiva, what is non-living. Then punya, what is meritorious, and pap, what is sinful activities or demeritorious. We have to know. Then what is nirjara, casting of the karma, and then what is bondage, how we can get bondage. So all these things, and finally, what is liberation? So if we don't know these 9 elements, we cannot progress in the path of liberation. This is one thing. So there are so many things. So how to know? Because each point, if we know the jiva, there are jiva, because before the knowledge of Shadjivani Kai, Prithvi Kai, Up Kai, Tejas Kai, Vayu Kai, Vanaspati Kai, and Tras Kai, we cannot treat them as jiva because they are not reacting like us. If someone come and someone hurt us, we express our hurting by our words. Why you are doing so? Why me? So it is our expression, our reaction. And whatever happened, there is an action, there is a reaction. Might be that reaction is positive or maybe it is negative, but sometimes it is a balanced reaction. So if something happened, we can react. But the Prithvi Kai, Up Kai, Vayu Kai, Vanaspati Kai, and mobile and immobile living beings, they cannot react much. The sthavar, those who are immobile, they don't react much. If we are outside and if there is snowfall, we move, we take a train, or we feel, oh, something happened, we take a taxi and we reach first to home. That is our first duty because of our own experience, others' experience, and our senses. But you know, these trees, they are jiva, but they are outside. They cannot move. They are sthavarkai. They cannot react like us. They cannot grab a cup of tea and coffee. They are there for always throughout their life. They understand. Inside, they feel cold and cool breeze and good breeze, but they are not able to move. That is their limitation. And they're not react like us. Sometimes we start grumbling, oh, what a weather. Oh, so bad. Cool weather, windy, this, that. So expression comes on our face. We have 1, 2, 3, 5, 4, 5 layers of the clothes, and we try to reach home as soon as possible. So we know, and trees know. We know, earth, fire, air, body, they know, but they are stubborn. They cannot protect, cannot react, cannot. But sometime before Bhagavan Mahavir, if we see the parallel philosophies, the Astikai and the Siddhant of life in air, water, earth was not so clear in other philosophies. Might in Vedas, they believed that these beings are like, uh, like divine beings, but not as proper living beings. They have seen um, this Prithvi Devo, Ap Devo, Vayu Devo, Vanaspati Devo. So for them, they are part of their veneration. There are so many Vedic mantras, but they are living beings like us. And how we can minimize violence towards them, it is in the sermon of Bhagavan Mahavir. It was documented in Jain Agamas, and before that, so clear interpretation and explanation was not available about these living beings. And you know, now the scientific development and research made it possible, but not as much as in the Jain philosophy. So if we know that they are living beings, then we disassociate ourselves from the hinsa, violence of these beings. So knowing of everything is much more important. So that is yani gay, under the category of gay. If we know, then we can discriminate. Oh, this is useful and this is worthless. Suppose someone have to go to a market and there you have to get some gift. Christmas is approaching. So might you present some gift to your friends? And for that, suppose you take some towels, small towels, beautiful towels for wash, for your hands or any sort of towels. So in that way, you are not entering in any such a shop which is hardware shop. Definitely you will not go. Then you are not entering in a restaurant. Yeah, I need some towel and I will go and buy. No, you say, no, this is not so. And then you are not entering in any wine shop. No, you are not entering in fruit and vegetable market. Where to go? Some gift shop, or either you go in the shops, they keep the item related to the clothes. So through your knowledge, you discriminate. Oh no, this is not shop, or not in the boots or these types of shop, because there you don't get any clothing things. So how you discriminate? Because you already know these are not for my shopping. And then finally you enter in a shop where you can get nice packed gift and all types of gift. So you enter there. But for, oh, let me go in a big store where they keep things related clothing, because I have no time. I will buy in lump sum and I'll send everybody 2 set of small towels. So might I can get in bulk, and that would be cheaper for me. So you enter in a store where you get in the bulk and in a nice rate, and you can buy in bulk and you can just order there, and you can order them. Okay, please post on these address, and you give them a list of address and you pay them and they do your work. So why not you entered in the other shops? Because you have the knowledge. So this is not a shop where I have to go. This is not a shop I have to go to purchase my towels. So this is all under the knowledge. If you don't have that knowledge, and if you enter in a medicine shop and there you say, I want to buy 40 packets of the towels, then they look at you, are you in the right set of mind? Then they say, oh, and with a smile, no, we sell medicine, not towels. You have to go to another shop. Similarly, the heya geya upadeya, so knowable, worthless, and useful, is very good for to understand the knowledge and philosophy. Because knowledge and philosophies are not two things. So, first of all, Bhagavan Mahavir asked to make what is important to lead a spiritual life. And then Mika said, Lord, what is knowable, what is worthless, and what is useful, what is imperil in this universe? And then Bhagavan Mahavir said, the old 6 substances, which are known as dharmastikai, the medium of motion, adharmastikai, the medium of rest, akash, space, pudgal, matter, and jiva, living beings, soul, you have to know. And the 6th substance is kal, that is time. So this is all the 6 substances are knowable. And when you know all these 6 substances, it means you know the universe. What is in this universe? In nutshell, if we try to explain, then we can explain, oh, there is jiva, all living beings, one category. And there is ajiva, all non-living. Might be table, kursi, chair, house, car, whatever. Then Jeev and Ajeev. Then Jeev and Ajeev both are moving. And how they move. So that movement is through a medium of motion, and that is known as dharmastika. And then every time everything is not moving, we are stable also. Without stability, nobody can progress. So that is adharmastika, medium of rest. And medium of rest is there, medium of motion is there. To understand these two elements, sometime a fish is there in the water, but the fish is still, and suddenly it starts its movement, and fish is moving in the water. Who is responsible? Can fish move without water? No. If you keep the fish out of water, fish is not able to move. But fish has capacity to move. She needs some support. And in that support, adharmastikai and dharmastikai, when fish is resting or sleeping, it is still. But when fish start moving, then the swimming is with the help of water. So water is important, or fish, the moving of fish is important. We need both things because that is mover, but unmoving mover. Dharmastikai, medium of motion, support in the motion, but itself is still unmoving mover. And adharmastikai is medium of rest. When fish want to sleep or taking rest, it can. Similarly, we all moving with purpose, and sometimes we tired and we see, oh, it's a nice place. Let us take some rest. So who is important? A nice place, a warm place, a nice bed. Who is responsible? Jiva is moving, but Jiva is taking rest with the help of Dharmastikai. So Dharmastikai and Adharmastikai, two main elements for our rest and our medium of motion. So Bhagavan Mahavir said that, O Megha, dharma dharmas tatha kasham, kalascha pudgalas tatha, jivo dravyani chetani, geya drishti raso bhave. So these six substances are Jivas, the sentient beings, Dharma, the medium of motion, Adharma, the medium of rest, Akash, the space, and Pudgal, the matter, are homogeneous continent. They are astikai, but the sixth substance is not astikai, and that is Kal, time, because the time was past, no more. Whatever gone is gone. That is no more. That is the part of history. And similarly, the time which have to come yet, that is future, is not in our hand. We have only a single moment that is present. And our present makes our future bright. our future dark. So future in is your hand. Sometime our present moment is not in a right condition, is not in Shubh Yoga. Again, a technical term. Yoga is not here exercise, but yoga is triplet, three types of yoga. Mano yoga, Vachana yoga, Kaya yoga. So those who are really, really important, having important understanding that through the yoga, one have to understand that my mindset is in the right condition or it is a negative mind. My right set is positive mind. And again, in the language of Jain terminology, the mindset of positivity, the mind of positive way, that is Shubh Yoga. In Shubh Yoga, you are not thinking any negative thoughts for yourself as well. Sometimes people do hinsa for themselves. That is not right. If something happen, you know, babies, they start stopping eating. But baby can do. If we stop, then that is not right. I would like to narrate a beautiful anecdote of Acharya Bhiksu's life. One day, Acharya Bhiksu's dearest disciple, Munisri Hemrajji Swami, he went for alms round. And what he did, he collected food, and when he reached, he kept food in front of Acharya Bhiksu and all monks because we all sit together for eating. So Acharya Bhikshu, when he seen the alms and he seen the dal of chana grain and dal of moong green bean is mixed together. Then Acharya Bhiksu asked him, Raj, did you get this dal separate? He said, yes. From one house I took the dal of moong, and in one house I have collected the dal of chana. So all together, then he said, you must keep the moong dal separate. Then he said, dal is dal. Whatever dal, there is, I think, not a big difference. So I mixed all dal together. Then Acharya Bhiksu said, if someone in fever, we can give them moong dal because that is light, but we can't give them chana dal. And now you mixed both dal, so might those monks who have fever, we cannot give them. So you should not mix the two dal together. While listening this, and you know, he went arms round, he collected from so many houses, and he was tired, and he came back in a scorching sun. So when he heard this, he got upset and he said, dal is dal. And then what happened? He slept. Then Acharya Bhiksu said, he distributed food in all the pots, and then he said, where is Muni Hemraj? Then someone said, he is sleeping. And then Muni Acharya Bhiksu called him, oh Hemraj, what are you doing? He said, I'm sleeping, because he got a little bit upset and nervous. Then he said, okay, you are sleeping, but what are you seeing? The doshas of yourself or my dosha? And then he said, dosa and fault of myself. And then he came back and he joined the monks in Ahar. So you know, what we should mix, what we should not mix. So that is the knowledge of hey and yay. Something is hey for dal is dal, and sometimes mixed dal is good. Nowadays people make so many mixed sabji, so many mixed dal, mix vegetable, mix soup, and mix this, mix sweets as well, to making something new. Nowadays they try to present something new, but sometimes they mixed up something which is mismatch, which is not good for the health, which is not useful for their like value of protein, vitamin, and other things. So in that context, sometimes this mix is not so good. So as Acharya Bhiksu said, "O Hemraj, we should not mix the moong dal and chana dal together." Similarly, in the Heya, Geya, Upadey, three important terms, we should know if we mix everything together, then might be we upset. But Acharya Bhiksu was like a nice Vedya. He did, okay, come, come Himraj. If you see yourself, you will get the answer. Similarly, in our life, if someone says something to us and we interpret it in the light of past, oh, this happened with me. Why happened with me? And if we have the open outlook like Acharya Bhikshu, we can change our thinking. And if we have the open eye like Muni Hemaraj, we can correct ourselves. But if we don't have this Heya Buddhi, Geya Buddhi, and Upadeya Buddhi, so in the field of knowledge, in the field of philosophy, these three terms are very, very important. So Bhagavan Mahavir said, O Megha, knowing about the Astikaya, it is a knowable standpoint. You should know the Jiva, Ajiva, all these things. But then he moved further. Jiva, Jivo, Punya Pape, Asrava Samvarastatha, Nirjara, Banda Mokshoche, Geya Drishti Raso Bhave. There are 9 real entities: soul, the jiva; known soul, a jiva; punya, auspicious or meritorious karma; papa, harmful or sinful karma or demeritorious karma; and ashram, the causes of influx; and sambar, the stoppage of the influx; and the karma shading off, that is nirjara; and the moksha means total emancipation from the karma. There no more bondage, and this is all these 9 elements are under the category of knowable. We must know all these categories. So again, Meg is a novice monk, and he asked, "Oh Lord, definitely I know these 9 elements, but I would like to know how I can discriminate, how I can choose that this is useful, this is not useful." So again, Mahavira explain him, "Ashyatma shashvato bandha tadupayascha vidyate asti moksas tadupayo geya drishti raso bhave." The soul is eternal. Atma was in the past. Atma is present situation in present body, and it will be even after death. Atma will be there, and therefore our soul is eternal. There is bondage, and there is a way to destroy the bondage of karma. And there is liberation, and there is a way to attain the liberation, and which is very important to know. If we know that soul is binded, and there is a way to cut the bondage, and there is a way to attain the liberation. So all these four standpoints falls under the category of knowable. Means we know all these categories, and then we can proceed. How we can proceed? Bandham punyam tatha papam astravah karma karanam bhava bij midam sarvam heya drishti rasho bhave. So we apply this triad, Heya Geya Upade. So in the 9 elements, they are knowable. We must know them, but how to leave them, what to leave and what to keep, that is very important. Punya, auspicious karma, pap, harmful karma, bondage, the bondage of karma, and the entity of karmic matter which enter in the soul, and that is the gateway, and that is the influx. So we must know the influx and the seed of cycle of transmigration. So if there is bandha, and what type of bandha? Either meritorious or demeritorious. So first of all, we stop the demeritorious, yani sinful activities, ashubh activities, the sinful mindset, sinful mind programming, and that is our inner negativity. If our inner negativity is there, we cannot taste the cool breeze of there. Once a monk reached to a lady's house for alms round, and the lady came out with a nice kheer. You know, kheer is very good. So she came with the nice kheer, and the kheer was so good, so sweet, with the fragrance of elaichi and the dry nuts and this and that and saffron. So it was really good. But having the pot of the kheer in her hand, she said to the sadhu, "Oh, O Muni, I'm in a hurry, so give me the path of liberation and please teach me." So, you know, when Sadhu heard this question, he took out his pot. He said, "Yes, ma'am, I'm also in a hurry. I will let you know, but first give me kheer." And he took out the pot, and the pot was so dirty. There was some rubbish. The lady was so upset to see his pot. Might be it is not cleaned for so many days or some rubbish in it. So she said, "O Muni, my kheer is so nice. I don't think you are a worthy recipient. Even you don't know that you should clean it. First clean your pot. Then and only then I'll give my nice kheer. Otherwise, I'm not happy to offer you this nice food. Even if I offer, I don't mind. But you are not in the condition to enjoy this kheer. So first of all, you have to clean your rubbish." The monk, he listened it peacefully and then smiled. "Yes, ma'am, you are very true. Your instructions are really good. And this is the crux of Dharma. This is my lesson to you. If really you want to progress, don't keep rubbish within you. If you collect a baggage of rubbish with you, and that rubbish will not give you a cool breeze or real understanding of the knowledge. So whenever something comes through the life, just delete it. Keep your computer clean, keep your mobile clean. And that is the crux is delete. Delete here. You know, we get so many messages, so many small, nice videos, so many information. And if you keep every day in your mobile, one day the storage is full. The message will come. Similarly, if we keep the rubbish of demeritorious karma within us, we cannot develop. So, very important to know the here. So, here, Bhagavan Mahavir said, Punyam Papam and Bandham, these are, and Ashram, all are the causes of bondage. And they are the seed of Bhava Brahman, the seed of reincarnation, seed of the worldly whirlpool. So you have to come out from that. And for that context, as monk said to the lady, this is a lesson for you. Really, I don't want to keep the kheer in dirt. And again, he kept out a nice pot and he took the kheer. And the lady smiled. Yes, I got this. And similarly, this is not a story of a lady. It is our story. If we keep things from ages, oh, this happened, that happened, that happened, and we connect whole story in our mind. And our mind is really a big monkey. You know, if someone says, your paratha is good, you made this nice paratha, but my mom's paratha was a bit different. Early in the morning, wife made some nice paratha, hot paratha, and offered to his husband, and they are newly married. So wife was so happy that she made hot nice breakfast, and husband was also happy. And you know, we have some prejudice in our mind or something. So he ate the paratha and he compared. You know, when there is comparison, then always there is good and bad. So he compared with his mom's paratha. And you know, mom, throughout his life, she made paratha and paratha and paratha, and she is newly wedded girl. So might she did first time or might few more times. So see, her hand is bit different. So he said, thank you for nice paratha, but it is not like my mom. And listening this, the lady got upset. Oh, then what is the use of me? Why I make every day paratha or nice breakfast or food? Go and ask your mom. And she started her self-communication. After one line communication, we make 100 lines of communication. And some people make it talk of town. And then they have mobile and phone, and then they sometime on landline, sometime on mobile. Oh, you know what I got, what they respond, how they behave. And this became a gossip and all the time. So you know how much Uday Bhav. This is the Uday Bhav of karma. Definitely the Ashubh Yoga. One line of a message. Your paratha is good, but not like my mom. And this This comment made wife's mind upset, and she started talking to her friends, to her family, to her other relatives of what my husband said. This is my husband's comment. Why I cook for him? I must not cook for him. So such things happen in life. So here, one line communication became thousands line of communication. While sleeping, she thinks. While sitting, she thinks, why my husband compared me and my mother-in-law? Why he did this? So this happened. And this create a new Uday Bhav and new binding of the karma. So in the day-to-day life, if it is so, okay, thank you. Might be next time when I stay with mother-in-law, I learn from your mom. And it is nice and best answer. With the thanks not, but it don't happen. Even it is hard for us that why there is a good point, but with the good point there is a bad point. There is a comparison point. So if we are wise enough, we should stop there. Yes, I will learn something more from mother-in-law. And so it is not the chain of binding new karma, chain of artadhyan, chain of anger, chain of upsetness. And this is the crux of Bhagavan Mahavir's lesson. We should keep the housekeeping of our mind and deleting unnecessary things and deleting garbage. Otherwise, that garbage appear in our thought, action, and in our words. So be aware about it and understand the three terms, hey, gay, and upade. Knowable and worth, knowable and keeping it, yani, uh, avoiding it worthless and using it upade as useful. So gay is everything knowable. Hey are few things, like out of 9 elements, bandh, punya, pap, and asrav are here. And upade is nirjara, samvar, and moksha. So we know all the 9 elements. We leave bandh, punya, pap, and asra, 4 elements, and we obtain nirjara, samvar, and moksha. Om Arham, Om Arham. So now floor is open for your questions. If you have any question, feel free to ask and unmute yourself.
Vandami Naman Swami.
Yes.
You know, you mentioned about the Dharmastikai and the Adharmastikai.
Yes.
And, you know, etc., etc. So does that come under Ajiv?
Yes. Dharmastikai, Adharmastikai, Kal, Pudgalastikai, all are Ajiv.
Okay.
Only Jiva is Jiva.
Yes. Thank you. Om Arham.
Any other question? क्वेश्चन हिंदी में भी पूछ सकते, किसी को भी क्वेश्चन हो तो. और मैं एक इंफॉर्मेशन देना चाहूंगी कि आज 13th हो गई है और 14th कल आप जो भी विपाक सूत्र का काम कर रहे थे उसको आपका सबमिशन डेट आ गया है और किसी को भी कोई कठिनाई हो तो नीता बेन नीताबेन विपिन सेठ, वो उनको सपोर्ट कर सकते हैं और उन्होंने सबमिट कर दिया है। इसके अलावा हीनाबेन ने भी सपोर्ट कर दिया, सबमिट कर दिया है। तो अभी हर्षित भाई, सरोजबेन, संतोष जी जैन फ्रॉम बर्मिंघम, and I think Dipti from Manchester, Sarojben from Manchester, Harshit Shah from Manchester, उन लोगों को भी, और सोनल बेन फ्रॉम लंदन, उनको भी सबमिट करना है। तो थोड़ा सा ध्यान दे देंगे, आज का दिन उनके हाथ में है तो दूसरे कामों में वो न लगाएं, थोड़ा सा अपना ध्यान दे दें। कल का दिन भी है और फिर उसको पीडीएफ बना करके, यानी स्कैन करा के पीडीएफ करके सबमिट करना है। क्योंकि हमने लाडनू ऑफिस से जानकारी की थी तो 2 लोगों के पेपर सबमिट हो चुके हैं, नीताबेन सेठ के और सोनल हीनाबेन के। तो आप उनसे भी कोई भी क्वेश्चन हो तो गाइडलाइन ले सकते हैं, नीताबेन से भी ले सकते हैं, हीनाबेन से भी ले सकते हैं। और नीताबेन ने पहले भी इसमें काफी आप लोगों को सपोर्ट भी किया था। तो किसी को कोई भी ट्रबल हो तो उनसे कांटेक्ट करें, पूछ सकते हैं, वो बता भी देंगे। और अपनी तैयारी करके, क्योंकि अब तो किनारा आ गया है, 15th इज द लास्ट डेट। तो आपका पेपर मैं सोचती हूँ सेफ साइड अभी 13th एंड 14th को आप पूरा फिनिश कर लें और सबमिट कर दें। और अगले साल के लिए हम प्लान करते हैं राय पशेणीय, राज प्रश्नीय। तो राज प्रश्नीय सूत्र बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग है और मेनली इट इज अगेन फिलोसॉफिकल। तो माइट आई द पेपर हिंदी में होएगा और बाकी का हम काफी कोशिश करेंगे साइड बाय साइड इंग्लिश में भी थोड़ा समझाने की। तो अगले साल के लिए स्वाध्याय आगम मंथन का राज प्रश्नीय ग्रंथ होगा और हम अपने न्यू ईयर की भी सारी बातें आपको बताएंगे कि न्यू ईयर में हम कैसे प्लान करते हैं, क्या प्लान करते हैं। तो उस प्लानिंग के साथ हम चलेंगे तो आपका और ज्ञान बढ़ेगा और ध्यान बढ़ेगा और स्वाध्याय बढ़ेगा, ताकि हमारी ये ज्ञान यात्रा स्ट्रेंथ टू स्ट्रेंथ जाए। लेकिन अभी भी मैं बहुत आशान्वित हूँ कि विपाक सूत्र वाले लोग जहां भी हैं, कहीं पर भी अटके हुए हैं और किसी को भी कोई भी हेल्प चाहिए तो हमारे ये दोनों ही बहनें तैयार हैं, आपको सपोर्ट भी करेगी और आप उनको कॉल कर सकते हैं और तैयारी कर सकते हैं सबमिशन की। मंगल पाठ। जुड़े हुए हाथ, आंखें कोमलता से बंद, संकल्प करें पूरा दिन मंगलमय, शांतिमय, आनंदमय रहे। नमो अरहंताणं, नमो सिद्धाणं, आयर्याणं, नमो उवज्झायाणं, नमो लोये सब्बसाहुणं। एसो पंच नमोकारो सब्बपावपणासनो, मंगलाणं च सब्बेसिं पदमं हवै मंगलम्। चत्तारि मंगलम्, अरहंता मंगलम्, सिद्धा मंगलम्, साहु मंगलम्, केवली पन्नत्तो धम्मो मंगलम्। चत्तारि लोगुत्तमा, अरहंता लोगुत्तमा, सिद्धा लोगुत्तमा, साहु लोगुत्तमा, केवली पन्नत्तो धम्मो लोगुत्तमो। चत्तारि शरणं पवज्जामि, अरहन्ते शरणं पवज्जामि, सिद्धे शरणं पवज्जामि, साहु शरणं पवज्जामि, केवल पन्नत्तं धम्मं शरणं पवज्जामि। धम्मो मंगल मुक्किट्ठम्, अहिंसा संयमो तवो, देवावितं नमं सन्ति, जस्स धम्मे सयामणो। जहादुमस्स पुप्फेषु भमरो आवियैरसं, नैपुप्फं किलामेयी सोय पीने अप्पयम्। एमे ए समणा मुत्ता, जेलोए सन्ति साहुनो, विहंगमाव पुप्फेषु दान भत्ते शनेरया वयं च वित्तिं लब्धामो नय कोयि उवहं मयि अहागढ़ी सुरीयन्ति पुप्फेषु भमराजः महुकार समाबुद्धा जे भवन्ति अनिश्या नाना पिंडरया दंता तेन उच्चन्ति साहुणोत्तिवेमि चैत्ताभारहं वासं चक्रवट्टी महिढ्यो संति संति करे लोये पत्तो गई मणुत्तरम देव दानव गंधर्वा जखरखस किन्नरा बंभयारिं नमं संति दुक्करम जे करन्ति तम मंगलम भगवान वीरो मंगलम गौतमो गणी मंगलम स्थूलि भद्राद्या जैन धर्मोस्तु मंगलम सर्वधर्मोस्तु मंगलम विघ्न हरण मंगल करण स्वाम भिक्षुनो नाम गुण ओलख समरण किया सरे अचिंत्या काम अंगूठे अमृत बसे लाब्धितना भंडार श्री गुरु गौतम समरिये वांछित फलदाता सिद्ध साधु प्रणमी करी ऋषभाधिक 24 तवना करूं प्रमोद धरी जय जस कर जगदीश जय जस कर जगदीश ओम अरहम ओम।
कृतज्ञोस्मि, हम सब आपके आभारी हैं।
कृतज्ञोस्मि, हम सब आपके आभारी हैं।
कृतज्ञोस्मि,
हम सब आपके आभारी हैं। वंदामि नमन स्वामी।
ओम अरहम
वंदामि नमः स्वामी।
ओम अरहम
वंदामि नमः स्वामी। कृतज्ञोस्मि।
ओम अरहम
वंदामि नमन स्वामी।
ऐसे जोड़ के वंदामि नमः स्वामी करके
अर्णव अर्णव is JVB ज्ञानशाला student. ओम अरहम ओम अरहम।
नहीं, पूछ लो।